Hello, so I was tidying up this morning and realized that I have over 30 empty doTERRA essential oil bottles, okay, sitting in this basket. Right? I never throw them out once they're empty because if you've ever had a doTERRA oil before and you've used up the whole bottle, you will notice that there are still a couple of drops left in that empty bottle, and I have since learned that an empty doTERRA oil bottle actually has up to 10 drops left of residue inside the glass bottle and down the bottom that don't come out when you try and drip them. So I never want to throw out the bottle because I just feel like that's such a waste. If there's up to 10 drops left in there, I want to be able to get every little bit of residue out of that bottle to get obviously the most value and the most for our money. But because they're just such a beautiful, potent, powerful, effective oil and remedy, we want to use it, every little drop. So I thought I would just make this video today to share a few ideas with you on how I reuse the bottles when they're technically empty, or how I get every little drop out of those empty bottles. Okay, so if you think you've run out of an oil, please don't just throw the bottle out. Okay, keep them, collect them, and here is, I'm going to give you about 7 different ways that you can get every little drop out of those empty bottles and ways to reuse the glass bottle. All right, so one way that we're using our empty bottles is in the bath. Okay, so the oils like, you know, an empty lavender or a frankincense or aroma touch or even the ice blue, okay, anything that is safe to put on the skin topically, you might as well use in your bath water or the kids' bath water. So what I do is, with a lavender bottle, for example, is simply remove the dropper or the orifice off the top. You can get one of these. I've got a few of these that have come free whenever I've ordered roller bottles. But you can buy these in your My doTERRA back office in the US store. You can buy them on eBay. You can buy them online. I've just happened to have a few that have arrived free with different products, and you just simply pop out the little dropper orifice from the top. Now you can use your fingernails, you can use a butter knife, you can even, if you don't have one of these, use the doTERRA bottle lid. You just wedge it under and flick it up. So they're super easy to remove. Once you've removed that, just drop that bottle straight into the bath. Okay, into the bath water. So usually our bath is 1 cup of Epsom salts, a little bit of baking soda to soften the water and to soften the skin, and then we will put 1 or 2 empty doTERRA oil bottles in. Okay, so that hot water in the bath, just let them float around in the bath for a while and then you can remove them. That is drawing out those last few drops, okay, and any oil residues that are in there. You can leave this in if you're submerging it in the bath, because there is, and I can already smell it now, this little part has oil on it and in it, so you can leave it in. I just usually remove them and use them as 2 separate parts just to really get, you know, the water in there and to get the oil out. So that's one way. Use your empty oil bottles in the bath. Super easy, super quick. Another way is to drink what's left, okay, depending on the oil. So I have lemon oil in my water bottle every single day. I love grapefruit in sparkling mineral water. It could be wild orange or tangerine. You might enjoy green mandarin in your water. Whatever it may be, any of those safe to consume, safe to have internally oils, you can draw out those last little residues in your drinking water. So this is an empty lemon bottle that I have washed the outside of just with some On Guard foaming hand wash. So the outside of the bottle is now clean. Okay, I've made sure that I've cleaned it thoroughly. And again, you just want to pop out the little plastic orifice at the top, and because it is clean, the outside of the bottle, you can submerge that into your drinking water. All right, and you just may want to let it sit there for a while. I can already see the oil coming out of the bottle and sitting at the top of my drinking water. All right, so I'll leave that there for a while and then I'll remove it out with clean hands or with some tongs, and I've got my drinking water for the next 20 minutes. All right, another super easy way is get one of these glass bottles. I got this one from IKEA, but I noticed that Kmart have the same one. It's just a simple glass bottle with the cork lid. And inside here, I will put empty, there's already one in there. I've got some more ready here. Anything that you would want to use in your washing. We're gonna use this little remedy in our laundry. So anything that you would want to wash your clothes in. So I really recommend lavender, tea tree, On Guard, any of those oils that are antibacterial and highly cleansing, but also can help remove stains or odors, especially sports, sports clothes, so our running gear. So I've got quite a lot of empty tea tree bottles because I use a lot of tea tree in our house. I use it on my skin. So again, all you're gonna do is pop out the little plastic top, and you're gonna put all those empty bottles inside here. You can have as many or as little as you want. And you are then going to fill up the rest of the glass jar with some white vinegar, okay, which is super cheap, just from the grocery store. You're gonna fill that up while the glass bottles are just sitting down the bottom with all of that oil residue coming out into the vinegar. And I leave that in the laundry and I use that as our clothes softener. Okay, so we have our washing detergent, but then I will use the oil infused vinegar in our washing as a clothes softener. Okay, so it really does soften the clothes or the sheets and the towels, but it's also cleansing, and it's also making things, like towels or running clothes or exercise gear smell so amazing. All right, so again, we're drawing out all those last drops and those residues out of the bottles and using them in our laundry. Another really super easy, effective way to use up the last little drops in each bottle. All right, another way. This is the HD Clear Cleanser. So this is a foaming face wash from doTERRA that I love. However, I'm out, okay? The bottle's empty. Now, I don't want to throw this away because it's self-foaming, so it's super, and it's a nice little travel size. So it's super handy. It's just a handy thing to have. So what I'm going to do with this empty bottle or pump pack is simply put in a bit of organic Castile soap. Now, I got this one at diffusional.com.au. I get a lot of my resources and materials from there. But you can, get the Dr. Is it Bronner's? I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. You can jump online and there are so many places that you can buy organic Castile soap, which is basically just that soap base that's in shampoos and conditioners and detergents, okay? So it's really handy to have this in bulk. So I'm just gonna put a squirt into this empty pump pack. I'm also going to put a squirt of our liquid coconut oil or fractionated coconut oil. And then I'm going to fill with water. And then I'm going to put in a few drops of whichever oil. So if I want this to be a foaming hand wash for travel purposes, I would put in On Guard. Okay, a few drops of On Guard into here. If I want it to be a face wash to have in the shower, I would put in probably like some tea tree, because that's what works well with my skin, and then maybe something, really nourishing like some frankincense. Okay, so the ideas are endless, depending on what you're trying to create. If you're trying to create a body wash to have in the shower or to take traveling, it would be obviously this, the water, the coconut oil, and then you might have, some really beautiful oils that are good to cleanse and nourish your skin on your, the rest of your body. So it really depends what you want to get out of that. But I like having a travel foaming hand wash you know, it's good to have in your handbag. It's good if you're going away on holidays. It's good to have at work or when you're out in public. Even like when we go fishing as a family and you get bait hands, it's just gross. How handy just to have a little pump pack of self-foaming hand wash. It has absolutely no toxins in it. As you saw, it's just a few simple ingredients and using up a couple of drops of your essential oils. Okay, another way is at diffusional.com.au that I was just mentioned before. You can also buy all kinds of little cool gadgets that fit straight on to your doTERRA bottles. So this is just simply a dropper. I think they're like $1 each, okay? They're somewhere around the dollar price bracket. So it's got the glass dropper and it's simply, I probably wouldn't use it for easier, but again, let me find one that I would. Okay, frankincense, for example. This is an empty frankincense bottle that I would definitely not want to throw away because we know how valuable and precious frankincense is. So I really want to get those last few drops out. But again, just remove the orifice from the top and you replace the lid and the orifice with this screw-on dropper. Okay, it fits perfectly. Now, these are great because these can be washed and reused. So I have one in our vetiver bottle. If you've ever used vetiver, it is so thick, and as you're tipping the bottle upside down, you're waiting so long for it to drop out. So I've replaced our vetiver lid with one of these droppers. So it's just super quick and easy and convenient. But to get the most out of this empty frankincense bottle, I would use one of these droppers to make a nighttime serum, okay? So inside this empty bottle, I would top it up with one of my carrier oils. Now my skin loves jojoba oil, okay? Again, I got this one from Diffusional. You can get them from, you know, health food shops. You can get this online. I really love how my skin reacts to jojoba oil. But for you, it might be the coconut oil, or it might be almond oil or avocado oil, or whatever oil that you've discovered or that you love and that your skin reacts well to. So inside this empty frankincense, I would put some of my carrier oil and then a few other essential oils that I want my skin to really absorb. So if this was a nighttime serum, I would top it up with some more frankincense from my new full bottle. I would put a few drops of lavender. You know, it depends what skin type you have. You might, you know, like the blue tansy on your skin, or the cedarwood, or you know, the helichrysum. Like, everyone's skin is different. For me, frankincense, tea tree, lavender are the three main oils that my skin, with the jojoba as the carrier, they're the three main that my skin really absorb and love. Again, so just fill that up with the carrier oil, the essential oils. I'm getting those last few drops of frankincense out. I'm reusing the bottle, and I've made a nighttime serum that can go straight onto my skin. Again, super easy. This stuff makes me so excited. I know, I'm sad. As well as the glass droppers, you can also get these little spritzer spray attachments, all right? And they come in quite a long tube so that they fit all different size bottles, but you can just simply trim that down. So this is one that I had trimmed down to fit perfectly on top of the 15 ml doTERRA bottles, all right? Again, remove the plastic cap and replace with the screws on the spritzer, okay? Now, what would you want a spray or spritzer attachment for? Simple. Use an empty On Guard bottle, top it up with some water and a little squirt of witch hazel. Remember, witch hazel helps water and oil to blend, to mix, okay? So water, a little squirt of witch hazel, and then I would top it up with a few more essential oils. I'm already getting those residues from the empty On Guard, but I would top it up with maybe a little bit more On Guard, some tea tree, some lemon, some peppermint, and voila, I've made a hand sanitizer, okay, that I can put in my handbag. I can spray my hands, my kids' hands, the shopping trolley, whatever it may be. We've got an on-the-go hand sanitizer. Or you might use one of your empty lavender bottles or frankincense bottles or vetiver bottles. Top it up with the water, the witch hazel, a few more of your favorite essential oils. Pop one of the spray attachments on and make a pillow mist or a sleep mist. Make a face mist. Like, the ideas are endless. I love, 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 wherever he is hiding in here, Whisper. Okay, one of my favorite perfumes, Whisper. It's empty, but I know there's still residues in there. So I would top that up, as I said, with either a coconut oil, but probably a water, a witch hazel, and a few more of those really beautiful feminine essential oils. Attach this on, and voila, I've got a perfume, okay? Perfume to go. And as well as the dropper and the spritzer from Diffusional, I also stock up, again, super affordable. All of these little attachments are around the $1, $2 mark. I'd need to double check. But you can get little roller balls and lids that fit perfectly onto doTERRA 15 ml and 5 ml essential oil bottles. Again, grab one of your empty bottles, all right? So maybe it could be your empty Easy Air. Top it up with some of your fractionated coconut oil or jojoba oil or whatever you prefer as your carrier oil. Add a few more drops of those, respiratory loving blends. So maybe a bit more Easy Air from your full bottle, maybe some peppermint, maybe some frankincense, whatever it may be. Remove the plastic cap, pop in the ball, and voila, you've got a roller bottle ready to apply to the skin topically, okay? And you're getting those last little drops, that tiny bit of residue that is still hiding in the bottle. You're getting that out, you're reusing it, and you're making use of these glass bottles before you throw them out. So there are 3 things from Diffusional that I really recommend you go and top up or stock up on, okay? So the spritzer sprays, the roller balls, and the glass droppers, okay? 3 simple ways that you can reuse all of these empty bottles that you have got lying around if you're anything like me. All right, so just to quickly recap, use the empty bottles in your bath, okay, in the bath water. Put them in your drink, as I showed you with my lemon. So this is ready to be removed and ready to be drunk. You can make your laundry clothes softener simply with vinegar and empty essential oils bottles. You can make your own face serum, okay? You can make your own roller bottle mixes and blends, okay, without having to buy another roller bottle or any other form of glass jar. You're simply reusing these. It's so cool, so easy. And the spritzers, okay? Make sprays, make spritzers. And if you have any of the empty HD Clear face wash pump packs or the On Guard foaming hand wash packs, refill them, okay? Make your own foaming body wash, face wash, hand wash, all right? Super easy, super affordable. All right, I hope that was helpful. I hope that now you can put your empty bottles to use because they're not empty. There's still up to 10 drops of oil and residue hiding in those bottles, okay? So it's really important to get your money's worth, but also to reuse, to recycle, to really, make this a sustainable healthy practice, is to draw out every little bit of oil from your empty bottles, okay? Please never just throw one away. Only throw out the bottle or recycle the bottle once you have really drawn out every little drop. All right, I hope that is helpful, and if you have any other ideas, please send them my way because I'm always looking for inspiration on how to get the most out of my oils. All right, thanks guys, bye.